welcome to the Sports Social Club with Alex and Jess. I'm Jess.
And I'm Alex.
And today we have some exciting and not so exciting stuff to talk about. Starting off with the NHL, the Florida Panthers officially won their second Stanley Cup. Woohoo.
Congratulations.
Happy for them, not really.
Back to back.
Fuck. Tired of them.
Right.
Yes. It wasn't really an exciting game. The final game. It was really awful, actually.
They pretty much blew them out from what I can remember.
Yeah, they destroyed them. And so it was just very anticlimactic Stanley Cup finals. Hopefully next year it gets better.
Fingers crossed for the Stars.
Yes, honestly. Oh, I didn't even realize. So I saw this thing on Twitter. Someone was talking about in the past 10 years, the Stanley Cup has been in Florida or Vegas.
Interesting.
Yeah.
In 10 years
to win.
It?
Yeah, so it's been the Lightning, and then the Vegas, and then Lightning, and then Panthers. And that's in the past 10 years, it's been mainly in those two. No one else has won it.
In 10 years, other people have won it for sure.
They were saying 10 years. It's been Lightning, it's been Vegas, it's been...
They haven't been the only three
Lightning,
winners in the last 10
Panthers.
years. I'm sure they've been the most between those two.
I'm just saying.
But ain't no way.
Twitter. Yeah, no, right?
Well, Twitter's lying to you.
Let's see. Who's won?
They haven't been. I know it. It's got to be somebody else. I mean, I don't remember who, but in 10 years, it hasn't been those three teams.
Let's see.
Because, the Lightning won in
no. How is that? That's wrong.
Yeah, I know.
That's wrong.
How did you believe that stat?
Because I believe everything on Twitter.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Colorado won.
Yes, like 3 years ago.
What the heck? Yeah, I believe
Panthers won this year. 2025 Panthers.
Yep.
2024 Panthers.
Yep.
2023 was that? Who was 2023?
Golden Knights.
Okay, and then before that, 2022 was Colorado.
Yep.
And then
the two before that was Lightning.
They went back to back.
Yeah, they went back to back.
Because I knew they won 2020. That was when with the bubble.
Yep. 2020 and 2021.
Got it.
And then before that was the Blues.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Capitals. Yeah, because
Ovechkin
got his first. So I'm not going to believe them anymore.
Maybe you didn't read it right.
Maybe it said past 5 years majority or something.
There you go.
But I thought it said 10 years, and I was like, okay. I was like, I thought the Lightning won, but I didn't think they won 8 years in a row.
No, I don't think they won that many.
Okay, well, there you go. That's why you don't believe everything on Twitter, everyone.
While Twitter is a good place for sports news,
it also has a lot of fake news.
A lot of fake news. You really got to scope it out. Fact check it.
And there I am, Jessica, believing everything. So you could tell me Trump wasn't our president. I believe it.
Saw it on Twitter.
Because he's not. He's a puppet. Just kidding. We won't get into that. But
other hockey news. Yep. With the Stars, we got some shifting going around. We got Mason Marchment was traded to the Seattle Kraken.
Hallelujah.
So we'll see how that goes. From what I can tell, I think Seattle's into it.
Really? They're liking it?
I think. There hasn't been a ton of big moves within Seattle, brought in Marchment, and then they got rid of Andrei Burakovsky and got somebody else who I hadn't heard of for him. But other than that, those are the two only significant player moves that have happened in Seattle right now. So I don't know what else is coming from that. Well, because I think it was maybe they're just slow to do stuff because they got a new coach. They got a new head coach, and so they're probably figuring out what he wants and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And then with the Stars, they got rid of Marchment so they could clear up some cap space because they had to pay out a bunch of other people.
Yep.
So they signed Duchesne to a 4-year deal for a decent amount. It was like 4.5 million or something like that.
That's pretty good.
And then I saw just a couple smaller ones, Nils Lundqvist got one that was a 1 point something million. I think Bork or whatever you say his last name, he had another smaller one.
Yep.
But we're still waiting to see what's happening with Jamie Benn, what's happening with Granlund, and what's happening. Is Robertson going to get traded somewhere? I think he's going to have to.
Yeah.
Because they need to be able to pay Jamie Benn and other people. They're going to need to get rid of Robinson.
Yeah, it's either you keep Robertson or you don't bring Jamie and other people back. And it's not worth it. I'd
and
rather
I'm
be
pretty
able to bring
sure
others back.
I'm from like what I saw, like I saw just like a very brief like quote thing, and it was talking about when Duchesne got his extension and he was talking, I don't know exactly what he said, but it was basically like along the lines of like Jamie Benn's going to be his captain again next year. So
They're going to make it happen.
I think, yeah, like especially with him being towards the end of probably his career, there ain't no way that they're going to just send him somewhere else.
Yeah.
Unless he wanted to, which I'm sure he doesn't.
Yeah, no. They'll pay him a 1 year or a 2 year.
Yeah.
And be done. Yeah. And if we don't win that time, sorry, buddy. Yeah. Have fun at the beer league.
Yeah. Still waiting to see who the head coach is going to be.
Yep.
That hasn't been announced yet. I saw that they said Jim Nill did like 2 what's it called, like within organization interviews, and it was the Texas Stars head coach and then one of the current assistant coaches, Dallas Stars assistant coaches. So
okay, I saw our power play guy went to Boston.
I did see that.
Yeah,
I wonder if
I'm okay with that.
Going
that's
somewhere.
that's what the rumor is, because he goes with him everywhere. So that's
right.
what the rumor is that he's going to Boston. But
I don't know.
We'll see.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they're the only other thing significant in hockey news. Jonathan Toews, longtime Chicago Blackhawk player, is now coming back, going to the Jets. Did you see the way that his contract was laid out?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it was kind of crazy. Hold on, I screenshotted it. Okay, so this is what happened. So base salary, $2 million.
Okay.
If he plays 20 regular season games, he gets another $550,000. And he gets that same amount if he plays 30 games, 40 games, 50 games, 60 games, $550,000 every time he hits that benchmark. Then, if they get into the playoffs and Toews has played 50 games, $500,000. If they win the first round and Toews plays 50% of the games, $250,000. Second round, 50% of games, $250,000. Third round, and 50%, $250,000. And then if they win the cup and he plays half the games, he gets $1 million.
That's insane.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen a structure like that.
No, that's insane, the incentive based. Yeah. Like, wow.
Yeah. I know, especially seeing, like, yes, Jonathan Toews was a fantastic player when he was playing, and then he left, like, around COVID stuff. Because, like, I think he was having, like, a lot of, like, long COVID type symptoms.
His fatigue stuff, yeah.
He was dealing with a lot of stuff. And he, like, left the country and was, like, trying to do all this, like, I think, like, holistic medicine and who knows what, and, like, trying to change his health and all this kind of stuff. And so he's been gone for years. And now they're just going to bring him back in. Like, I'm assuming they've seen him skate and have, like, talked to him and stuff. But obviously, like, we have not seen him do anything in, like, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So
that's insane.
For them to just have this insane like incentive structure, very interesting to see how that goes.
That's crazy. I mean, the way to do it that way, I kind of like that, especially for older players. But I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's see how that plays out.
Welcome back.
And then I've just seen some different stuff where they're like, where's Connor McDavid gonna go? Is he going to go somewhere? Is he staying with the Oilers?
Yep.
Someone was saying McDavid to Dallas. We're like, Dallas can't afford McDavid.
We'd have to get rid of the whole team.
That's insane.
We would only have Rantanen and McDavid. That's it.
Right.
That's all we
and
can afford.
Because he's already signed his project.
Otter,
that's all the guys who've already signed their contract.
Yep.
So, like, you'd have, like, 7 players on the team.
Yep. It'd be nothing. That would be amazing. I would love to have him. Oh, my God. I think he's honestly going to take a 2-year or a 3-year and stay in Edmonton.
You think?
I think so. Only because he's still got time. Obviously, he's in his prime. But, like, I feel like he'll try to stay with Draisaitl and them and at least for 2 years and then be gone after that. But
well, I mean, you just lost to the Florida Panthers 2 years in a row.
It's true.
And
it could be a few more years. So
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if anyone significant was like leaving the Oilers. Do you know?
Not that I know.
Nothing's been like, oh, so and so retired, so and so got traded.
Corey Perry needs to retire. Nothing.
God,
he's staying.
What was it? He has played in the Stanley Cup final in like the last 6 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And has lost all of them.
Yeah, since 2020, so 5 years, yeah.
Wow.
Lost all of them. That's insane.
That's crazy.
Wow. Retirement.
But not that sorry.
Yep.
Other than hockey, we've got the NBA Finals. We've got Game 7 tonight.
Yes.
Thunder up in OKC.
Yeah.
This will be, I saw the stat that it was like, this will be I said whoever wins, it doesn't matter. But like, this is the first time a championship will happen in Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
Like they said that the trophy will be handed out in Oklahoma City. So
Yep.
big for
Huge.
Oklahoma City basketball. Huge time. Hopefully it goes to the Thunder. What are your thoughts going in?
I hope it does. I'm so nervous. I really hope. Oh my God. I hope they can play really good tonight. I mean, like the last game was terrible. It was awful. I think they went into it. The Thunder went into it thinking this is going to be a cakewalk. Halliburton was injured, or was injured. Okay,
Supposedly.
the man is not limping or anything anymore. I mean, so, but yeah, no, I really think that they thought we could come in here and just bank on the Pacers making mistakes, when in reality, the Thunder ended up having the highest turnovers in a game that they've had all season. And so, I mean, it was insane. Like in the first half, they had 9 turnovers, and that's like, what are you doing? And so they just, they've really got to get together. I think being at home will help them at least. I mean, the fans are wonderful. They'll be rowdy, but I think being at home might settle them down a little bit. They need to stop trying to take the 3 or force the 3. They need to go in more. I mean, enough with the zone defense. You're in the playoffs, and so like if you're in a zone right now, it's time to match the fuck up, because it's insane. Like you just see them like in their zones and no one's out there, like or no one's coming in. Everyone's out there and they're just back in their little zone like Chet is, and he's not going. And it's like, dude, shift someone or something. Like you got to do something. You got to get out there, because they're just going to shoot 3s and make them half the time. So, but yeah, we'll see. I'll know how we're really gonna do once 1 minute into the game. I'll know, and then I'll be terrified. So I really want us to win. This will be the biggest championship for the state of Oklahoma. They're having watch parties in Tulsa. At their baseball stadium. They're having a watch party at OKC and Bricktown Baseball Stadium. If you're not going to the game, there's going to be a watch party in Stillwater and Norman. I mean, this is huge for the state of Oklahoma. So we shall see.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Other NBA news, Kevin Durant traded to the Rockets. How do you feel about that?
Was that today?
Today? You didn't see that?
No, it was at the baby shower. What?
Oh, yeah. Traded to the Rockets this morning.
Hallelujah. God is good. He will go. His career will go to die there. I feel great.
Oh
I kept thinking he was going to go to the Spurs.
Yeah, I don't remember what all the details of the trade were, but I saw that's where he's going.
Wild. That is amazing. Oh my God. The Rockets. Yeah, here we go. Oh my God. This is a blockbuster trade. Okay, Kevin Durant to the Rockets for Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks and the number 10 pick in this year's draft and 5 second-round picks. Oh my God, the Suns just got a steal. Oh my God. Because Kevin Durant, for those that don't know, the man is like 35, but his career is just not amazing. But for the Suns to get all of that, that's the whole team. That's at least Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks. You need them to make the Rockets good. He can't make the Rockets great all by himself. So this is gonna be great. I'm happy. Yep.
I don't think there's anything else significant.
No, not in the NBA.
Yeah.
Nope. Say a prayer, everyone.
WNBA, Paige Beckers came back from her concussion. I think that's helped the Wings because they were on a really bad streak for a while. Yeah. Really bad. Yeah. But now I think they're doing a little bit better. Did you see that whole thing with Caitlin Clark and those players who all got ejected after the little scuffle?
Is insane. Insane. Who did you think, whose fault do you think it was?
I mean, Caitlin Clark, is out there talking like she can do whatever she wants, where I'm like,
I hate that.
Like, obviously, things get heated, as you and I both know. We've said some things when we're playing sports. And Caitlin Clark, she's a baller, so she's gonna say whatever she wants to say. She's gonna do whatever she wants to do on the court, at least. And I think, obviously, because she gets so much attention, media, fans, all this kind of stuff, I think some people are like, who do you think you are?
Mhm.
You know, like you're still playing out here with the rest of us. And so when she says like, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, people don't take well to that.
Yeah.
And so I think it was a little bit of like some people are being over dramatic, but then also she's being a little like, yes, cocky, but I was
Yeah.
thinking of a different word, but I can't remember.
She's
what
got
I
an
was gonna
ego.
say. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So it's kind of everybody's fault.
No, I agree. I mean, I definitely don't like the ego like that. Even if you are the best, I don't know. To me, I would have punched her in the face if I was playing against her, to be honest with you. As I don't do
I
well with
mean,
someone like that.
For Jessica, for anyone who doesn't know, Jessica is a bit of, you would say, an aggressive, physically aggressive
An enforcer.
athlete. And for example, when we were playing flag football, she got suspended from intramural sports at Oklahoma State for tackling a girl during flag football.
She's a Kaio. She's not a nice
Jess doesn't
lady.
mess around.
No. And no, it's because she looked like a bitch. It's like, you can't look like a bitch. No, yeah, I don't do kindly to that. So, yeah, no, I don't. I will say though that I did not like Mabry came over. She's a bigger girl. She came over and body slammed Caitlin Clark to the ground. I don't like that. I don't think that's good sportsmanship. I think she was in the wrong for that. I would have decked her too if I was on the other team. I mean, either way, they both didn't play it out the right way. I really do like JC Sheldon. I think she's a really great player. She was great at Ohio State. But so I don't like, I love everyone supporting Sophie Cunningham right now and all this, whatever. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, Henry thinks she's the hottest thing in the world. But I don't like that she grabbed JC's hair when JC went in for a layup 40 seconds later, or left in the game. And JC goes in for a layup and Sophie just grabs her hair and pulls it down. And I'm like,
that's not it.
No, I would have swung on her too. Like,
I feel like if you played a professional sport, you'd be getting fined a lot.
I'd be
fined, ejected, all that kind of stuff.
I'd be banned from the league. Like,
people would be talking. They're like, do we want to get Jess on our team? Like, she's gonna cause a lot of problems for us.
They would want me on their team to be Caitlin Clark's bodyguard.
Right.
Even then, though, I'd have to put Caitlin in her place in practice. Like,
you're like, sit down. Let me take care of this.
Humble yourself.
Figure it out.
So yeah, no, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't think there's any other big news that I saw in the WNBA as of late.
Mm-mm.
Storm have been doing well, so that's been good.
Yeah.
Need to go to a game. Haven't been to one yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to one in August for sure with like work people.
Good.
Maybe I'll go before then as well.
Yeah, heck yeah. I want to go see Caitlin Clark is coming to town next Saturday. I want to go so bad, but
Are they playing at American Airlines?
American Airlines.
Nice. Yeah, you should go.
Tickets are to sit up top are $300.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like,
just wait until like right before the
Till
game
the day
starts.
of.
And then
We'll
go
have
on game
to.
time and see how
That's
they
a
are.
good idea because we looked when they came on sale. We looked and they were like 99 at the time, up top,
that's
like
not
way up at
bad.
the top.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, we could do that, sure, but also it's still $99 to like bank on. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so then they started skyrocketing up, and yeah. So that's a good idea to wait.
Let's see how much they are right now.
Yeah, what are we at?
I'm looking. All right, Dallas Wing versus Indiana Fever. This is on Vivid Seats. Friday, June 27th, 6:30 p.m. We've got. Okay. Here we go. Looks like top section lowest you can get is 130
Oh, that's better.
with fees. So.
Oh, okay.
Not too
So,
bad. Yeah. So that's with the fees. Like
Okay.
fees are included already, so you're not
Okay.
getting extra
Oh,
money.
not
130.
bad. Okay.
Not too bad. Yeah, that's the lowest. What do we got? Ours our highest. Oh yeah, got like $1,700. That's psychotic. $2,000. No, we don't need any of that.
That's crazy.
So yeah, 130. Just keep watching.
That's
see
not
what
bad.
goes.
We'll have to monitor them the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other sports. NCAA baseball. We are in. Well, let's see. Who won? Are they going to
LSU.
game 3?
No,
LSU
so
did
LSU
win.
won last night. Now we have game 2
Oh, we're on game
tonight.
2. Okay. For some reason, I thought game 1 was Friday.
Yeah.
Because I saw LSU won. So championship series is LSU versus Coastal Carolina. Shout out to them. That's
Hell yeah.
great. LSU won game 1, 1-0. Did not watch. Did you watch, though, the end of the Arkansas LSU game to send them to this championship?
Oh, when Arkansas blew it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because Arkansas LSU, you had that series going on. Because Arkansas lost to somebody, and basically they had to make their way back through this whole loser bracket situation. And Arkansas lost the first game against LSU. Then they need to win the second to push a game 3. So then winner would go to the final. And Arkansas's up 5-3 in the 9th. And then top of the 9th, Arkansas doesn't score any. It's like, okay, play some defense and you'll be good to go. And 5-3, and it's like, oh, runner gets on. Oh, somebody makes a bad play here. And then all he had to do, it was like, I think, is at least one run had come in.
Yep.
And then guy hits a shot out to left field.
To jump
And
up.
it looked like the easiest catch ever.
Yep.
It's like coming in, oh, straight to the glove, boom, game over. Arkansas's going to move on. No. I don't know if the ball died or if he read it
like,
weird.
Yeah, it looked like he read it weird.
And then
and
he
hit
like
it
kind
and
of
bobbled.
tripped
Yeah.
a little bit. And yeah, and then the ball missed it and it just hits him and then goes off to the side and 2-run score and game over.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my gosh. And that guy was just crying.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah. I was like, y'all blew it.
Yeah.
You had the lead and you imploded. In
Arkansas
the 9th inning.
curse.
Yes, what was it? They've been in Omaha the last like 6 years and can't get to the final.
They cannot.
Something like that?
They can't
Yeah.
win. Yeah, they can't make it. And it's so
The
sad.
Omahogs,
Yep.
tough.
Omahogs. Yeah, no,
Not
that
so
was
good.
so sad. And I was so confused as to why they didn't even they have an all-star pitcher. Why they
Yeah.
wouldn't bring him in for the last inning just to kind of guarantee that, because he's the one that threw the no-hitter. Like,
Okay.
guarantee
Yeah,
that
Gage
you're
Wood
gonna
or whatever his
yeah,
name was.
that they're not gonna at least get on base. And
Yeah.
but God, it's sad.
Did you see the updated Jello shot count?
No, what is it now?
So this is as of 2 hours ago. I think LSU has, I don't know what the full record is, but they were close to like all-time record. LSU, as of 2 hours ago, is at 45,692.
Oh my God.
No, 642. 92. 42. I'm going to say 42. Hard to tell if it's a 4 or whatever. Yeah.
Who's
And,
next?
Arkansas at 9,000.
Oh
Then
my
Coastal
God.
Carolina's just under them at 8,900. Murray State's 8,300. But yeah, LSU, 45,000.
that's insane. That's
wild.
insane. You know what's crazy is they have these big donors that will donate all the money and all that or whatever to get it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, they found a loophole because you can buy shots if you Venmo or whatever. You can like buy shots for others to drink, but they like made sure people went to the bar from LSU and these donors sent the money to them every single day, and they're buying like 880 shots a day or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
It's insane. I'm like, oh my
That's
God.
wild.
Yeah. LSU people, they know how to drink.
Yeah. Then so they'll have game 2 today. Hopefully, I think it's actually going on right now. And then hopefully Coastal Carolina wins so they can push a game 3. But
Yeah, Coastal Carolina's up 1-0, top of the third.
nice.
Heck yeah.
And that's all I got for baseball.
Yep.
Haven't been keeping up with the MLB. It's happening.
It's
you know?
happening.
It's happening.
Yep.
I saw there was like big news that like Shohei Ohtani was coming back to pitch or something like that.
Oh,
at
is
one
he really?
point. Within the last like week or two, he came
Really?
back. I don't
Oh.
remember.
Oh, heck
I don't know
yeah.
how long he's been out. I don't know what his problem was.
been like
I don't
a
know how he
year.
did when he returned.
He had
but-
surgery. Was it Tommy John? He had surgery like over a year ago or whatever, and they didn't know. They knew he'd come back and hit, but they didn't know if he could come back and pitch for a while. But yeah,
Apparently he did.
yay, good for him.
You got any other news?
Nope, no other news
No
in the
race
sports
this
world.
week?
No race this
No,
week.
no race.
Next week,
Where they at?
Austria.
Yeah, no other sports news because there's no other sports happening.
Yep. We're in the Great
we got
Depression.
the Faith Kipyegon is supposed to be trying to break 4 minutes in like, I think it's in 4 days. I think it's
Wow.
the 26th. So see if that happens.
Yay.
Talk about it on the next episode.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I saw this little article that Nike has designed like so much stuff exclusive to her, like for this, like a very specific speed suit, very specific shoes, specific like all these different things that are gonna hopefully help her break 4 minutes.
Yay. Heck yeah.
Yeah. But I think like her previous record, it's a pretty significant increase from her previous mile record. Like I think it was over 5 seconds more that she's running faster.
Damn.
So, which is a lot in
Yeah,
just a mile.
that is a lot. Oh my god.
Yeah.
She's about to be looking it.
Yeah. So
Wow.
we'll see how that goes.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything else in terms of sports.
No, what else are you watching?
Well, let me tell you, I just went in on Love Island. So,
There we go.
So right now, both US and UK are going on.
I've heard the UK is
And
terrible.
No, they're both good.
You like it? Okay.
Yeah. And so so for anyone unfamiliar with Love Island concept, all these people, they come into what they call the villa, and they're there to find love in whatever that means for them. And so there's like all these different challenges, you know, you're like coupled up. If you're not coupled, then you are single and you are like vulnerable to be eliminated from the show. And that could be like you're getting eliminated just because all of a sudden like during a recoupling event, you all of a sudden don't have a partner. They could be like, boom, you're out of here. It could be that like people on the show vote you off because they're like, oh, we've got 2 single people left and you can only save one and they have to decide.
Survivor.
Or they'll do it where people in America get to vote on stuff and then that happens into the show. And so Love Island there's new episodes almost every day. So there's each episode is released. It's on Peacock right now, US's. And there's no new episodes on Wednesday. And then Saturday is what they call After Sun, which is just like kind of like a recap type episode. So we skip those. But Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, there's a new episode ready to watch. So I started it on Friday. Between Friday and Saturday, I watched all the episodes so far for this season. I think there was like 16, but there was like 3 After Suns. So like I skipped those. And then, yeah, I'll be ready for a new episode tonight. And then I'm also watching UK, which is nice because the days that UK doesn't have episodes is different than US. So it's like, oh, if there's not a US episode, there might be a UK
So you got
one.
something every day.
Yeah, and I think I'm on episode 9 of UK right now. So, and now it has taken over my TikTok For You page. Everything is Love Island. And it's funny, like, there was so many different, like, little sounds on TikTok or whatever that were, like, trending. And I didn't realize there were so many from Love Island.
Oh my god. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Yeah, pretty funny. So, highly recommend. You should watch it. I've
check it
not got Cody invested. But every once in a while, if, like, I'm watching it and he's in the same room and he's like playing a Switch or whatever, sometimes he might like chuckle to himself. I'm like, oh, I thought that was funny.
You're like, oh, he's watching.
"Oh, I was like, are you locked in? And he's like, not at all. And I'm like, all right, we'll get there. But it's pretty good. Highly recommend. You should watch it so then we can talk about it.
Heck yeah. I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Get
That'll
it
give
going.
me something to watch.
You love to watch shows really fast. So.
I do.
Power through.
So I will binge through this.
Yes, the first episode, both US and UK, are like really long because there's such a long of like introing everybody in.
Yeah.
But honestly, you can skip like everything because they like intro everybody individually. Literally skip all of it until they're all at the villa.
Yeah.
And then you can start watching. You can probably skip
Okay.
the first 45 minutes or something
Okay.
like that.
I'll do that
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that sounds awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check
Yeah.
it out.
Get it going. It's great. Really
Heck
fun.
yeah.
Really entertaining. There's so much stuff where I'm like, y'all are so stupid, but it's like you just can't stop
You
watching
gotta
it.
watch it.
And then the UK one is fun just because, like, obviously they have all the different accents and the, like, just like the catchphrases and stuff that they use are so different than what we say here. Like, there's been times where I had to look stuff up. I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, what are you saying? But it's been good. There's one American girl on the UK one right now, and they said that she is the first American woman to come into the UK villa.
Oh,
So,
really? Oh,
yeah,
so they're
from
trying
Vegas.
to cross over. Okay.
Yeah. And there was a UK guy on the US one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I would go for
and
him.
then like but what's always exciting is like, have you ever heard the phrase or like the sound where they're like, a new bombshell has entered the villa?
Mm-mm.
And it's and it's because so anytime a new person comes into the show, they're called a bombshell. Whether it's a guy or a girl, they're like, a new bombshell has entered the villa. And that means that like that's a new single person and they can like break up couples or like try to go with single people. And so it's just basically like, boom, another wrench thrown into the situation. Like, who knows what's going to happen?
Oh my god.
And so people come in, people get voted out. It's a whole thing. It's great. I think the
love
winner
it.
gets like $50,000 or something like that. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But
And then
yeah.
you get to like hook up. Wow.
There's a lot of
what a
that,
party.
yeah. But it's so weird because like they're there the whole time, and so you see all these TikToks. They're like, what is happening like when the cameras aren't on them, or like the
Yeah.
stuff that we don't get to see? Because so like you see like they're in this cool villa, like there's this pool, all this kind of stuff, and you're like, why is nobody ever in the pool? But then it's because they never have people being filmed in the pool, because then they would have to take their microphone off, and then you can't hear them talk and stuff.
Oh.
So it's like, if they are in the pool, it's a part that we're not seeing filmed
Got
because
it.
they can't be recorded.
Yeah.
Like, their voices won't be able to be recorded.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, they're like, why is nobody in this pool? Because you have to take your microphone off and then we
yeah,
can't hear you talk.
that makes sense.
Yeah. And then it was like, you see all these people, like you see every morning, they're like, oh, the guys are making breakfast. And we're like, what about the other meals? Like, what's happening for lunch and dinner? Because
Yeah.
you never see lunch or dinner. And so I saw someone on TikTok, I guess was in like a previous season, and they said like lunch and dinner is always catered, and like the guys and girls are separated for lunch and dinner. So there's
Oh.
like not conversation that you're missing out on between them.
Oh,
kind of
that's
thing.
smart.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's very interesting.
Oh my god. And can you
Yeah, you
sleep?
gotta watch.
Do you sleep with
Yeah,
The
so
people?
all the beds are in one room, and all the couples, like, you get coupled up immediately, and then you're sharing a bed. And people will switch whether they're supposed to. Sometimes they're not supposed to, and they switch. Sometimes people, like, for example, there's this one where this guy was like, not like, this guy and the girl were not happy together, and so like he was just sleeping somewhere else, like in the villa,
Oh my
because he's like,
God.
I ain't sharing a bed with you. But then like on the UK version, they had this other place where it was called like the Hideaway, and there was like an extra bed in there, and I guess the rule was like, you can go into the Hideaway with somebody, like you're only supposed to go into the Hideaway with someone that you're not in a couple with. And so like it was like one of the first, it was either the first night or the second night, I don't remember, and this girl and this guy were like, oh, like we should meet up in the Hideaway, they're coupled with other people. And so she just like tapped him, and then they both like ran off into the Hideaway together and left their individual people on like night one.
Oh
And
my god.
and everyone in the room sees it. So like everybody's looking around, and they're like, did that really just happen? And the girl that the guy left was like, let's just talk about it tomorrow, like it's fine.
That's hilarious. Oh my
It's funny.
god.
Funny
Wow.
stuff.
What happens
Yeah,
if
you
you
should watch
fart?
They don't have that on the episodes
Okay.
that we're watching, but apparently there's a lot of it.
That's what I feel like. Is like, I feel like if you're like in bed with someone or whatever, like what if you
Mhm.
make a noise? What if you fart? What if you
There's a lot of things that make noise.
pee the bed? I don't know. What if something
A lot of
happens? Oh, wow,
Mhm.
that's insane. I couldn't
Yep,
sleep.
yep. So you should watch. I think they do have like earplugs. I know they all have like the sleeping masks.
Got
They all
it.
have those.
Okay.
So like you can use those. And then I did hear at one point somebody was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna need to put my earplugs in early tonight or something like that.
Got
So I think
it.
they have earplugs
To
and
put in.
face
Okay.
masks to like
That's crazy.
try to be alone.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I
it's
would lose
crazy.
my mind. Okay,
You should
I
watch.
gotta check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
After tonight, after the basketball game, I'll check it out.
Just do it right now.
Okay, I'll do it tonight after the basketball game when I'm not anxious.
Okay, that's fair. This will relax you. Prepping
Yeah.
into the basketball game, you won't even be thinking about it.
Oh
Are you watching anything else? Anything good?
I started a show called The Waterfront on Netflix.
Okay, I think maybe I saw that.
It's like brand new over the past few days, and it's really good. It's like Succession meets Outer Banks
Interesting.
in a way, like because it's filmed in the Outer Banks, but it's kind of like, oh, and Animal Kingdom. I don't know if you ever saw that, but that's a really great show. But it's like Succession, Animal Kingdom, filmed in Outer Banks, and it's like basically this family has a fishing business, but then they got mixed up into the drug business too because they use their boats. But then it's like them trying to tackle like, how do we end up running this whole thing without getting caught, and like, but it's like a whole, and then there's like romance and, you know, like drama and murder.
Wow,
it's really good. It's on Netflix. Henry says it's terrible acting, so but it's really good.
Well, if he hates terrible acting, he's not gonna like Love Island.
Well, it's funny,
it's reality.
We used to watch Temptation Island back in the day, and so we used to love that. Like, we watched that at rehab, and then we watched it after, and then we were like, okay, this is awful now. It's like a year after that, we're like done.
So then maybe you'll like Love Island.
So we probably will love Love Island, because we both were like obsessed. We were like, who's gonna like end up with who in Temptation Island and all that. So yeah, we'll have to check it out.
Great.
Heck yeah.
All right. Well, until next week, this was the Sports Social Club with Alex and Jess. I'm Alex.
I'm Jess.
And we will see you guys in the next episode.
Thunder
See
up.
ya.
Bye.